Why y'all there? Lord have mercy, what a blessing. I'm Dan. I want to welcome everyone to my home in the sticks. Wherever you are at in the world, I hope you're having a great week and everything's good with you. Before we get started on today's video, I always like to say that if you are new to this channel, I want to welcome you. And if you returning just to see what old Dan's got going on over her, sure enough, thank you for coming back. But what I want to share with you and y'all today is, Lord of mercy, we are going to revisit something I really enjoy doing over here on the farm at the home in the sticks. Did a video on this several years ago, one video, and about a year ago I did another video. And we're going to talk about growing potatoes in containers. So let's go. Okay, so I really enjoy growing potatoes, or I call them taters, in containers over here on the farm. And here is one of my containers. I've healed this one up all the way to the top. All we're going to do is just let this guy grow and we'll see how the harvest turns out. Right next to it, I started some more taters because I want to do some succession growing with taters. So I got some more growing. But this last container right here, I saved it because I wanted to revisit the Ruth Stout method on growing potatoes. And all that is just the deep mulch method. Now, the one thing about the Ruth Stout method is this method is typically done in ground. I've done it in a raised bed before, and I've also done it in a container before. The last Ruth Stout I did in a container didn't work out so well because of the weather. It was extremely hot, and just like anything else, right now in East Central Mississippi, hay is just at a premium. Nobody has it. It's actually cheaper to buy a 50-pound bag of premium potting mix or soil than it is to buy a bale of hay. It's crazy because nobody has hay. And also, the Ruth Stout method is typically done in straw. Folks use straw to deep mulch with. I don't have access to straw, but I do have access to hay, and this is just some old utility hay that I have, and this is what we're going to deep mulch in. So let's talk about the container that we're going to use. And all this is a mineral tub. This is a 250-pound mineral tub. I get these from Possum Butt. He's got cattle. He saves these for me. And this is about 40 to 45 gallons of container or growing area that I am going to grow these taters in. Hopefully you can see, but I've drilled a bunch of holes in this container. And I also like to line the bottom of my container with weed mat. I just cut a circle out, and we're going to line the bottom with that weed mat. I don't want anything coming in from those holes like ants or whatever. I guess if ants get in there, they just get in there. But other things like lizards and salamanders and stuff like that, I want to keep those out. So I like using the weed mat, and I practice using it whenever I contain a garden. The taters that we're going to use are these store-bought Honey Gold bite-sized taters. And I want to say, if I have to guess, these are like Yukon Gold. And I purposely go into like the Dollar General and stuff like that and find taters that have started to sprout. And they'll normally give them to me relatively cheap. So that's what I do. So I have a bunch of them that started to sprout. Yeah, it's starting to sprinkle over here. We're going to try to beat the rain. I purposely wanted to do the video today because I knew it was going to rain. The sky can water the taters for me. So yeah, let me get a tripod, get you set up, and we're going to get these taters in this container and growing. Okay, to set up this container to grow in the Ruth Stout method, I added about maybe 5 or 6 inches of some Bacto Premium potting soil. This is going to be the ground or the growing medium that the taters are going to sit in using the Ruth Stout method, because using the Ruth Stout method, the seed taters have to sit in soil. And what I'm going to do is I am going to fertilize this soil using some organic fertilizer. I'm going to show you what I'm going to use. First thing I'm going to use is some alfalfa pellets. These things are just chock full of nitrogen, and as they break down, they're going to aid in, they're going to help the taters grow. So I'm going to sprinkle in some alfalfa pellet. The second thing I'm going to use is some sulfur. The sulfur is going to aid in the taters uptaking nutrients and the formation of the tubers or the potatoes. So I'm going to mix in some ground sulfur as well. All I'm going to do is I'm going to mix this stuff in, level it off. Okay, and let's get our taters set in here. Now for these taters, you'll see that they have started forming eyes, so we're going to plant these with the eyes pointing up. And I think there's 7 or 8 of these. See, this one has several different eyes, so I'll just lay it down like this. The last thing we have to do is we're going to mulch this container in with some utility hay, and we'll go from there. All right, here we go. And we're going to mulch this in really good. Probably, I don't know, 4 or 5 inches of mulch. And when the rain hits this, of course, this is going to break down and it's going to move down. Well, that's fine. We'll just add more mulch to it. And all we want to do is just cover up those taters real good. That's it. Too easy. Okay, that was really simple. And the Ruth Stout method is really simple. You don't have a lot of soil that you have to mess with. This container right here requires a large amount of soil to hill it up. But yeah, they grow well like this. But this is just really easy. Let me peel this hay back so you can see exactly how much hay that I am using. There's our seed taters, and I'm using that much hay to cover them up. So yeah, we're gonna see if these guys grow, and I'm pretty excited because it's been a minute since I messed around with the Ruth Stout method, but I have done it in the past, and it has worked out really good for me over here. Well, all right, that's what I wanted to share with you and y'all today. Lord of mercy, some Ruth Stout taters grown in a container, or the deep mulch method of growing taters in a container. I'm just really excited to see if they're going to grow. I think they will, and of course I'm going to bring everybody along with me. And if you don't have a lot of space to grow in, get us a try. If you live in an apartment and you can get a container and some soil and maybe a half a bale of some old utility hay, try it. Or if you have access to straw, try it with that. So this is a pretty good way to get a decent amount of taters growing in a small space. So yeah, give it a try. So again, I hope everybody's having a show enough good week, and I hope everybody's staying safe amid this crisis that's still going on. If you like this video, go and give it a thumbs up, they help. If you haven't subscribed to the Home of 6 channel, Lord of mercy, y'all need to come over and give old Dan a look, because I'm always doing stuff like using the Ruth Stout method to grow taters. That being said, you know it's coming. Dan Referee show enough. Always gonna say it. Don't let nobody doubt your shine. And I mean nobody. You sure enough get your shine on. Put your hands in the dirt and grow something. It's important. And Dan will see you and y'all in the next video.